Cough cough. Hello, welcome to my video. Okay, so, a bit of a awkward intro. I don't know what to say for an intro. Maybe if you guys had any ideas, you could leave them down below. Anyway, so here today we are to talk about Glorious of the Amaterasu, or Shining of the Amaterasu, or Glorious Amaterasu. So the wonderful, the uber super rare, the massive damage against anything with a trait, including metal. It says somehow. Does that mean she does 3 damage to metal, or what? I don't understand. Alright, I'm gonna get straight into it and not waste any more time. Alright, so when we look at the plain and simple of Amaterasu, the paper, I mean, if you look at her stats, what she does on paper: massive area damage to any enemy with a trait. 3 times the damage to anything that has a trait. It's not like Pi damage, where she has a base damage of 50,000, and she does 3 times the damage to red, so she's doing 150,000 damage to red. Or it's not like Lasvos damage, if he's strengthened and he does a savage blow, he does something over 400,000 damage. Of course, the downside is his low range. Poor Lasvos. Anyway, so Amaterasu, the positives and the negatives. I'll get started with the positives, because that's what we always like to start with. So, of course, the obvious, the massive damage, area attack against anything that has a trait. She has pretty big range, or in my opinion anyway. 455 range is pretty good. This is second form, by the way. 17,000 damage, 50,660 health, which is pretty good. Which is a decent amount of health for a long range attacker. 4 freaking knockbacks, that's pretty good as well. Very short attack animation. Time between attacks is only 6.6 seconds. So anything with a trait, she's doing 51,000 damage every 6.6 seconds. She has a massive range, some decent amount of knockbacks, a very short attack animation, a movement speed of 10, which helps because she's not running in there and getting herself killed, and a decent amount of health for, a long-range attacker. Now, Amaterasu, that's wonderful, and your big ass, your big area attack is also something that does benefit us very greatly. However, what are the downsides of Amaterasu? Why would one choose not to use Amaterasu? Apart from the fact that they're doing a metal stage. We're not going to include that because that's no good. But why would one choose not to use Amaterasu? So what are the downsides of using Amaterasu? Well, she only does 17,000 damage against anything without a trait and against enemy bases. So that's 17,000 damage every 6.6 seconds. That's like super rare, kind of. It's not uber super rare damage, that's like super rare sort of damage. At level 30 this is. Still got a big range though, and recharge time is moderate. It's alright, I suppose. But yeah, so I think that a lot of enemies in the game are not traded. Well, what? Things like Arost, H-Nar, things like Uller and Wolf, Red Riding, codename Red Riding, Doge, The Face, Bun Bun. There's a lot of things that are not traded, that are just traitless. Corey, big scary boy. Owlbrow, Kamal, H-Nar, I think I said that one, the White Cyclone. WPD, Arost said that. Waldoge, that doesn't really matter. Oh yes, I said codename Red Riding. Oh yes, things like, as well, King Wawa. That doesn't really bother us. They're all enemies without a trait. So she's only going to do a mere 17,000 damage to those. That's bad. That's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else that's bad. Her recharge time isn't wonderful. Movement speed of 10 can make her a bad choice if you need to destroy the base quickly. Yeah, it's mainly only the 17,000 damage, and it really does make a difference. If Amaterasu at the base and you're destroying the base, she's only doing 17,000 damage every 6.6 seconds. That's some pretty low damage for that. That's like cat outdoes that. Maybe even 2 Amaterasus can't beat a cat's damage per second. Or I don't think I'd go that far. But there's a lot of that on its own is a reason not to use Amaterasu. And another reason for me is that she's not a zombie killer. My anti-zombie slot has Amaterasu in it for big chunky zombies that need to be shredded and pierced with light. Amaterasu doesn't kill them, or she'll kill them once, and yeah, well, she'll kill them. She'll think she kills them. They turn into a puddle of, or like a slimy, purple, bony clump on the ground. And then Amaterasu moves forward, and then the zombies revive, whether it's a Gory or a Zerzi, and just kills all my pole vaulters and my range attackers. So that's the thing. Even though she's effective against zombies, she does 3 times the damage to zombies, she's not a zombie killer. Which sucks. Another thing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, another thing. She doesn't really... she's not like... because of her damage, or the 51,000 damage against anything with a trait, if you could find a cat that did 51 or more than 51,000 damage and had same time between attacks and sort of the same range, 455 range and 6.6 seconds between attacks, and it did 51,000 damage, Amaterasu would be outclassed immediately, because then that unit is doing the 51,000 damage to any enemy that Amaterasu would be doing, except for bases and traded enemies. But this new cat unit would be doing 51,000 damage to enemy bases and to enemy units, or white units. And so immediately Amaterasu has been outclassed by whatever the hell this new enemy is. Cat unit this is. So just some things to consider. I have her in my general slot because of her massive damage against everything. It just seems like something you would have in a general slot, right? Her good attack range. She's overall a good cat, except for the attack power. Gonna ignore that. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Amaterasu, I'm sure you could ask me in the comments. I never get any comment. Or you could look on the wiki or something, or watch another video. Find out what's going on with Amaterasu, you know, or how Amaterasu would do. You know, I think she got added to a game, part of a collab in Battlecats. I'm not sure. Heard something about that anyway. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two about Amaterasu. I hope you took some of the things I said into consideration. You know, will I use Amaterasu? Will I not? You know, there's this, there's that. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.